Hey Taurus, how are you? Candy. Candy. You remember, well, if you have, if you've seen the movie The Matrix, the lady offers Keanu Reeves a candy. And he goes, don't you already know I'm going to take it? And she said, well, it wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't. He said, how would it be a choice if you already know that I'm going to take it? I think that's what he said. Yeah. How is it a choice if you already know I'm going to make the choice, or something along those lines? And then And then the lady goes, because you didn't come here to make that choice. You already made it. You come here so you can understand why you made that choice. Now, as much as people are be like, okay, that's obvious, I already see like the silver lining in it. One thing that I did notice though is the reality of how much we think we're in control, right? But then also the other side of the reality that we are not in control, even if we so-called think we are in control. I see that a lot, even with like people who like go into spirituality. They go in very like humble, and then they come out like a tyrant. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Skill trades, right? Skills, knowingness, right? Knowing one's ability, that's also dangerous, right? Yeah. I also see that, like, when people get really good at something, they get really cocky. Arrogance. The Hangman. And then I'm going to leave it with the Temperance. And at the bottom of the deck, it's the Nine of Cups. There you go. I always say that the moon, I know we just had a full moon, but we're about to go into a new moon. I'm fascinated with the new moon. As of lately, I've been looking into a lot of the new moon, but that's another topic. But I also say, like, many people, when I talk to them about like astrology, they all like, yeah, Pluto is like the most generational karma, and like, this and that. And like, in my opinion, like, I think it's the moon, 4th house, because like it's the closest to the 3D, and it's the only planet that's always looking, even when we don't see it. It's always looking, it's always watching, it's always there, it's always present, you know, updating its software, right? Recalibrating its system with, you know, whatever we put up, right? When like we wish, when we want something, it just goes up and it's grabbed. It's depicted, it's created, and then it is rained. It is sent back. Or when. I don't know why I'm using my hands a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know. I'm very connected right now. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. You know, this like illusion that we think we are somehow or another in charge of our choices. I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so. I do believe that there is a level of restriction that we in the 3D have, and it's placed there specifically for us to be kind of in place to heal certain things, right? But again, it's not much about like just the healing process, but it's also like the reality, the knowingness of why you are healing that, and if you even have to. There's a lot of people out here healing generational karma that I'm like, it's not in your position to be doing that. Oh, but it's my family, so why are you doing somebody else's karma? In other words, why are you doing somebody else's homework? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? So this right, this whole like community, we need to help each other, that is exactly why we sometimes are here, right? Where we are unable to help other people because we ourselves are in a compromised situation. Now let me tell you something about this. Nothing you ever get yourself into, or nothing you ever get yourself involved into, or nothing that you ever do. I don't care if someone's like, you made the worst decision of your life. That worst decision of your life, you were meant to make that decision. Yes, at that time. Spirit is not going to be sitting up there going like, oh my God, Ben, I cannot believe you did that. No, Spirit already knew you were going to make that decision way before you even thought about making that decision, before you even were capable of knowing that you were going to make that decision. Now that's my opinion, right? Others, you may have a counter example, and that's fine, right? Because, you know, perception is all individuality, right? You as an individual have your own perception about things, right? Other people have perspectives, right? But in other ways, it's their perception. So remember that, you know, when you are stepping into a space where people have many different upbringings, right? Environmental factors that were a factor into them being shaped into who they are right now, today, as what they are right now in the physical. It is not their responsibility to make it make sense to you, right? It's our ego that we want things to make sense. And Taurus being a fixed sign, you know, you guys kind of have like this whole thing of like, well, if I don't get it, well, you know, if you kind of go into a space of, you know, putting yourself in other people's shoes, I'm not saying go be poor. I'm just saying understand where they're coming from, right? That's perspective. You follow me? Perception you can't change. Perspective you can. I'm gonna leave it there. Don't know where that came from, but wow. So yeah. So whenever somebody gives you a hard time, right, and somebody wants to lecture you and put you in your place, just say, Candy,